What is anger displacement? Anger displacement is you're angry with one person, but then you take it out on another person. Now, when there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of anger, and you start kicking garbage cans, that's okay. No, when you're very angry, you start beating a pillow, that's okay. You're not harming a third person. But in anger displacement, you take out your anger and frustration on some innocent being. I've read so many cases where parents, when they go through a very frustrating day and they go home with a lot of anger and frustration, no, they take out that anger and frustration on innocent children, either for no fault or maybe for some small reason. And I've read so many cases where a dad or a mom, they beat up their child so savagely that the child had to be taken to hospital. Now, taking out your anger, your frustration that you have on somebody and beating up your child, screaming at your child is definitely not a healthy way to deal with anger. I've even read cases where people have taken out their anger on innocent animals. I read about a case where a lady, she's got so much of anger on her husband, but she does not express her anger directly to her husband because she's scared. He's so dominant, so authoritative. So what she does, she comes out of her house and she's fuming with all this anger, and she spots some innocent puppy dogs. And she picks up stones and starts throwing at those innocent puppy dogs, harming those innocent animals. That's not a healthy way to handle anger. So how to manage this anger? Is anger an unhealthy emotion? No. Anger is not an unhealthy emotion. Anger, if it is managed well, it can be a catalyst for positive change. Anger can help you to stand up against injustice, discrimination, and inequality. The Indian independence movement won't have happened if not for anger. So anger can give us a lot of power provided we manage it well. And if you don't manage it well, it can be quite destructive. Now, you might want to ask, are there ways to manage anger in a very healthy way? Of course, there are so many ways one can manage anger in a very healthy way. There are so many skills one can master to be able to manage anger in a very constructive way. But in this video, I'm going to share one powerful secret to anger management. One powerful mantra, a powerful idea to manage anger. It's an original idea that came up in my mind. And when I practiced it, I felt it's an incredible idea. And when I shared it with people who came to my class, they gave me such fantastic feedback. So what is this mantra? What is this idea? What is this powerful secret to anger management? All that this idea says is that when you get angry, when anger starts coming up, when anger starts arising within you, all that you have to do is to hold this one intention and to tell yourself that whatever I'm going to say, whatever I'm going to do, it is going to be for long-term solution. That's it. That's the idea. And it's a very powerful idea. Let me give you an example. See, there is this guy, he wants to go out. He's looking for his car key. And he's not able to find it. So he gets frustrated. And after some time, anger starts coming up. And so he starts shouting at his family members. Now, those family members, they have nothing to do with his car key. He's the one who kept it somewhere. See, but when we are angry, we want to take it out on innocent people. That's not a healthy way to deal with anger. But then this guy learns this powerful mantra. So next time, another day, when he's looking for his car key and he's not able to find car key and anger starts coming up, he decided to practice this mantra. So he holds this one intention that whatever I'm going to say, whatever I'm going to do, it is going to be for a long-term solution to this problem. And the moment he holds his intention to find a long-term solution, he experiences a shift. His intelligence gets activated. His creative power gets activated. He comes up with lots of ideas to find a long-term solution to this problem. And that's the power of this idea. Very simple to practice, but it creates a huge shift in you. Now, you will be able to use that anger, that energy for something very constructive. Let me give you a final example from my personal life. See, my job requires that I travel a lot. Of course, during this lockdown, I am at home, but otherwise, I go to various cities. And when I come out of an airport or when I come out of a railway station, auto drivers and taxi drivers, they approach me. But I prefer Uber. So I tell them no. But some of these auto drivers and taxi drivers, they persist. And I keep telling them no, but they persist. Where you want to go, how much you can pay. And finally, it gets into my nerves. How many times to tell them no? Right? I stare at them. Sometimes I tell in a harsh tone, no thanks. But then when I started practicing this mantra and when I held this intention to find a long-term solution, whatever that comes out of my mouth, whatever that I do, it should be for a long-term solution. The moment I held this intention, this realization came that these auto drivers and taxi drivers are not criminals, they are not robbers, they are professionals, they are doing their job. And they have every right to try their level best to get a customer. And it's not easy to be a taxi driver or an auto driver in a country like ours where traffic is so bad. They're just trying to make a living. And I need to accept this situation the way it is. So now when I meet a auto driver or a taxi driver who persist, I continue to speak to them with respect. Continue to tell them no thanks with respect. And there are even cases where I touch upon their shoulders and tell them, hey, have a great day. May you get a lot of customers. And this shift was possible because I heard this mantra and look forward for a long-term solution. There are lots of people who have messed up their life, who have destroyed their life because they don't have this anger management skills. And there are a lot of people who have come up in their life. They are so good with people management. They are so good with decision making because they have mastered the art of anger management. See, whether you know history, whether you know physics or biology, anger management is a fundamental skill, and one must make efforts to master this one skill, that is the anger management skill, and it has such tremendous positive impact in your life. Now, before I sign off, I want to appeal to all of you to ensure that self-improvement, continuous self-improvement is a priority in your life. Ensure you always have time for self-mastery. Be loving, be gentle, and be a source of inspiration.